everyone, we're doing an install of a Trektop NX on this TJ that I borrowed from my neighbor. His factory top is done for, so we're gonna take that off, and hopefully by the time I get that off, I'll get some help from Rick to come out here and do this install. Okay, Rick, thanks for helping out again.
Yeah, my pleasure, Jeff.
You gonna start with door surrounds?
That's right, we supply with the Trek NX a new aftermarket door surround designed specifically for this product.
So even if you have door surrounds, this one had a soft top, so it had door surrounds, but we removed those because
this one has a special pivot bracket, and the aftermarket door surrounds include a feature for the arch bow.
Let's put them on.
You got it.
So I've already got tailgate brackets on here.
That's right. Now I want to make sure we make clear, some Jeeps are going to come with tailgate clips already installed. Now it depends on what version soft top was originally included with your Jeep. If you had the dual top option from the factory, it's going to have a little bit different tailgate clip than is provided with our aftermarket Trektop NX. So if you don't have your original tailgate bar and tailgate clips, you're going to have to put the ones on included with the kit.
All right, old ones off, new ones go on. Here's a little secret that I learned on the last install. If you match up the hardware, it should match up almost exactly with the little drawing on the install guide. So I know that that's the right screw. You already knew that, but. So top arch bow keeps your top nice and tight. This paper just peels off and gets thrown out, and you got to bend these a little when you install them, and if you're having trouble, there's a little trick. You can leave your door surrounds loose until you put this on and then tighten your door surround down. But normally it's pretty easy to put this in. So we just need to put this together for the flip back sunroof.
That's right, we supply the side bows in the kit. You just need to make sure you match up the holes drilled in the bow to the holes drilled on the header.
And that's going to make sure I get the left and the right one in the proper spot?
In the correct space, yep.
Well, can I also do it by just sort of saying that where that goes?
The quick release pivot knuckle on the side bow is always going to go to the inside of the Jeep.
Okay. So if I put this on here, see if the holes match up.
They don't on that one, so we got to switch out. Put this one on. Once you put it on all the way, the holes should line up.
And they do.
One more underneath.
Okay, so Rick, we've had this fabric sitting out in the 70-degree weather. It's cold here today. It's like maybe mid-60s at the most.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay today though.
All right.
So after you lay your fabric out, your header assembly goes right down and it slides into the pocket right at the front. Then we supply screws to join the two pieces together.
Okay.
Now Jeff, don't forget, we do supply some different style screws. The countersunk screws go on the outboard ends and all the pan heads go across the middle.
Ah, sneaky. So I've got two different kinds in here. This one and this one I'm going to save for later.
Yep, those will be the last.
And then these ones, the pan head ones,
all
is
go
what
in the
you
middle.
want now. Got it.
My advice is start in the middle. If you look at the retainer, there's one round hole and the rest are slots. If you always start with the round hole, you'll be sure you have everything centered. There are slits in the fabric where the holes are in the retainer, so it's a little easier to see it when you get them started. Okay, when you get to the outboard end, you'll see there's a small hole that marks the position of where that countersunk screw is going to go through. Start it through the fabric and then down into the header. All done. You'll notice that there's more screw positions than there were fasteners that attach it to the header. That's another
well, that's that TJ Rat thing where some of them use 9 screws, some of them use 16.
That's exactly right. The original factory tops had more screws, and over the years we worked with Chrysler and we found out that we didn't need as many.
One more piece of metal?
That's right. The last part you'll do off the Jeep here is to put the rear bow in over the rear window opening. It's pretty easy. There's a fabric sleeve in the bottom. You just slide it through. A couple of plastic clips on the outside help to keep it secure inside and installed.
So I'm going to hook my clip and then slide it back towards you?
Yep.
Ready to put this on?
Yeah, we're ready to put it on now. When you put it up, that quick release pivot knuckle, you pull the pin out and you slide it over the bracket and lock it in place. Position the rear. Straps hold it in place at the rear and they just catch on to the belt rail on the Jeep. It's going to look like they're backwards when they're installed, but this is intentional. It helps to keep any read-through from showing through on the top.
So I did mine upside down.
That's right.
Well, I did mine right side up, but the buckle is supposed to be upside down.
Yeah, if you were in Australia, that would still be wrong.
All right, let's go. I want that out, so I go this way. Okay.
2 more straps at the center hold it down so when you have the Sunrider open, everything stays secure. If you have the sound bar from your original factory Jeep or an aftermarket, the strap just slides right in between them and you cinch it down. I just wanted to point out that when we took the soft top off, we left the original pivot brackets on the vehicle. That's okay for the Trektop.
You don't need them for the Trektop. But we borrowed this Jeep. He might want to switch back at some point.
That's right. You don't need them to install the Trektop. If you want to leave them on, though, they won't get in the way.
But it might be, just unzip that and unscrew those very easily.
Yeah, if you do want to remove them, it's a zipper on the back of the sport bar cover and a Torx to remove the screws.
Okay. I'll leave that up to the owner.
Next step in the install, Geoff, is putting on the back window.
Back window.
Now, if you've seen the other videos, the way that this works is there's a J-slide on both the pieces. It's a little easier if you just snap the outboard in and then slide it across.
Okay, wait. I'm going to do this one more time because I know that we get calls about it. You got to get that positive kind of snapping sound.
That's right. If you hear the snap, you know that it's engaged properly.
And then it's real easy to slide through.
That's right.
All right.
Just kind of center it up, and then we're ready for the quarter windows.
That one's short? What? Oh, you want that one?
Yeah, that's right.
Seems reasonable.
Okay, putting on the side windows is where most people have the trouble because getting the zippers in the right position and started is going to seem a little difficult, but we're going to give you some tricks to make sure you get it done right the first time. When you put the start on the front of the window, only go a couple of inches. That'll give you plenty of room to make adjustments. And then when you get to the back, you want to do the same thing for the rear window. And if you go just a little bit faster than the buddy that you're putting the top on with, they're going to have all the hard work. So when we get to this part, Geoff, a lot of people look at this and they go, oh no, it's not going to fit. But I'm going to tell you, I guarantee it will fit. There's a couple of tricks to getting this on in the right way. Number one, if you loosen up these straps a little bit, you can raise the whole top up and it'll help you get it into the right position, and then you can pull it down in place.
Okay.
Another option is if you're having a hard time getting it zipped, you get it as close as you can. If you park the vehicle outside, leave it running with the heat on for a while, or let it sit in direct sun, it does get warmer and it will stretch a little easier.
The fabric relaxes.
That's right. It's easier to put on.
We said that in the other install, is we really want to sort of preach the idea of patience.
That's right.
Everybody gets excited to get their new top on and they want to get it all over with, but sometimes you have to let these sit for a few minutes.
That's right. So you take the few steps, you loosen some things up, and next thing you know, everything is going to be able to zip together. And then when you pull it all down and get it in place, you can tighten everything up and you'll be good to go.
Okay.
After you get the zipper started, I always recommend you go put the retainer in onto the door surround at the front, because after you do get the zippers finished, it'll be really hard to put that in because of the shape of that retainer.
So over the top of the doors?
I'd go to the ones at the front of the quarter window here. This would be the next step. Get these put in next. After you get that front retainer in, we recommend that you go and you start closing the zippers. You might have to do it just a couple inches at a time because it is designed to be tight, especially on a new installation, and if it is a cool day, everything's going to be a little bit, shrunk up.
So I've got 4 zippers, 2 on each side, and I just kind of working my way around a little bit at a time.
Yep.
So we just got this, all of the plastic tabs put in all the way around, and it's cold out today. So install guide says 70 degrees. We're down in the 50s now. I mean, it's a chilly day.
Yeah, it can be done. It's a lot easier on you if you let it warm up. Before you finish the zipper on the rear, go ahead and put the tailgate bar onto the rear window. And then open the tailgate and you can snap it in place in those retainer clips that we installed.
And do these little tabs over the tailgates and you're all set.
Yeah, after you finish that up, the last step's going to be going ahead, latching the header down and tucking the plastic in over the doors.
Okay. Trick with this is to get this spread out all the way.
Open it up all the way to get the most travel on the latch, and then
just crank it down.
When you take these retainers out, a lot of people have trouble with that. Sometimes it works a little easier if you can pinch it and pull down and roll it, and that'll help get it out. And it always works easier on the back one than the front one.
So that's it.
Yeah, once you finish all that, you're ready for the road.
So it bears saying this really is a cold day. I'm chill. I should have worn a jacket. We recommend 70+ degrees.
That's right.
The fabric, when it relaxes, it just makes it a lot easier.
Yep.
But with your help, of course, we got this installed in right about the 45 minutes it says it takes.
Yeah, these go on real easy for the TJ Trek NX.
This is actually a very easy install. So once this has been on for a while, the fabric's going to relax. I'll go back and adjust the zippers and the Velcro to make sure everything looks as tidy as it possibly can. And then the second, third, fourth time that you put it on, once the fabric is kind of taken that shape, it's not a struggle every single time.
No, it'll be much easier, especially in the summer. And then when you decide to take the windows in and out so you can drive with just the bikini
The really nice safari bikini.
Fold back the header, it'll be a lot easier to get them in and out at that point if the weather comes in.
Well, thanks very much again for helping us out. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, sure.